Good morning, friends. How are you doing today? Good morning, Ray. What are you up to this morning? What are you excited about for the day? Let me know. Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. ואהבת את ענת אלוהיך ובכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר נוחים מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאוד על ידיך וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Hello, David. I'm glad you're off, Ray. What is your job? V'chaya. Ki v'chaya Elohecha. El ha'arz asher nisbai lavotecha le'Avram Yitzchak u'Yaakov. Latet lach avrim gedolot v'tovot asher lo vanita. Uvatim mili'im kol tuva asher l'milata. Uverot atzavim asher lo hasatva. Ke'arim bizitim asher nolatata. Ve'alachta ve'shavata. Hishamr lecha pen tishchach et Yahweh asher tishacha. Mi'eretz Mitzrayim mi'bet avadim. What language is this? Who can tell them? I'm sure some of you know. What language is this? We can translate it as, when Yahweh Eloheinu brings you into land that he swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to assign to you, great and flourishing cities that you did not build, houses full of all good things you did not fill, hewn cisterns that you did not hew, vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant, and you eat your fill. Take heed that you do not forget Yahweh, who freed you from the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. Remember that you live on stolen land, friends. The land I live on used to be Oneida land. Before that it was, or after that it was British land. Then it became American land. Regime change, it happens. We do not necessarily deserve what we have, but nonetheless we have it. Yes, it's Hebrew, my friends. Thanks for filling that in the chat. I really appreciate that. The stream works much better when there is participation from you all. You make this space what it is, right? You affect my emotions dramatically, and you affect the emotions of everyone else here. So thank you for your engagement and your words. I appreciate them. What does it mean to look Victorian? So, we will continue reading from this old book, the stories of ancient Canaan. I do celebrate the Sabbath in my own way. I cook a Shabbat meal every Friday night, and we say Kaddish, and then we eat bread shaped like a serpent eating its tail, because my Judaism is older than Judaism and younger than me. Batya, I haven't seen you in a long time either. Hello. Hello from New York. It's really nice to see you, Batya. It's been quite some time. I stopped streaming for about 4 months, although I've resumed again. So here we are. Hi. So, we will resume reading from this book, Stories of Ancient Canaan. Right? These texts were specifically found in the city of Ugarit, the ruins of which can be found on the Syrian coast, modern Syrian coast, close to Lebanon. Ugarit was a very important Canaanite city, which was destroyed around 3,000 years ago. And these tablets were dated to around 3,600 years ago. And it's the story of Baal, the ascendancy of Baal, who claimed the throne of kingship before Yahweh did. Excuse me, something is up in my throat. I hope you have an awesome day too. So, what can we read about Baal? Baal wants to be king. But Baal has no house like the other gods, no court like Asherah's sons. El's home, his son's shelter, Lady Asherah of the sea's home, the home of Pidre made of light, the shelter of Tale made of rain, the home of Arse made of the floods, the home of the beautiful brides. And the virgin Anat replied, My father, El the bull, will answer me. He'll answer me, or else I'll push him to the ground like a lamb. I'll make his gray hair run with blood, his gray beard with gore, unless he gives Baal a house like the other gods, and courts like Asherah's sons. She stamped her feet and left the earth. Then she headed towards El, at the source of the two rivers, in the midst of the two seas pools. She opened El's tent and entered the shrine of the king, the father of time, and the virgin Anat spoke. Don't rejoice in your well-built house, El. Don't rejoice in the height of your palace. Don't rely on them. I'll smash your head. I'll make your gray hair run with blood, your gray beard with gore. El replied, from the 7 rooms, from the 8 enclosures, I know you, daughter, how gentle you can be, but there is no restraint among goddesses. What do you want, Virgin Anat? And the Virgin Anat replied, Your decree is wise, El. Your wisdom is eternal. A lucky life is your decree. But our King Baal the Conqueror, our judge, higher than all of us must bear his chalice. All of us must bear his cup. The bull El, her father, shouted loudly. El, the king, who brought her into being. Asherah and her sons shouted, the goddess and her pride of lions. But Baal has no house like the other gods, no court like Asherah's sons. El's home, his son's shelter, Lady Asherah of the sea's home, the home of Pidre made of light, the shelter of Tale made of rain, the home of Arse made of the floods, the home of the beautiful brides. Cross Byblos, cross Qua'al, cross the islands on the far horizon, proceed, Asherah's fishermen, advance, holy and most blessed one, then head towards Egypt, the god of it all, Kopthor in his royal house, Egypt in the land of his inheritance, 1,000 fields, 10,000 acres at each step. At Korthar's feet, bow down and adore. Prostrate yourself and worship him. Speak to Korthar Wahasis. Repeat to the clever craftsman. Message of Baal the Conqueror. And with that, we shall conclude and wait for another day. I've lost you all. Everyone left. Y'all are not so interested in the Baal cycle, according to the TikTok metrics, which I receive every moment. Happy birthday, what's up? I hope your day is well. So we'll say arati to conclude. Jaya Jaya Arati Vina Vinayaka Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha Jaya Jaya Arati Subramanya Subramanya Kartikeya Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala Venugopala Venuola Papa Vidura Navanita Chora Jaya Jaya Arati Venkanta Ramana Sankata Harana Sita Rama Radhe Shama Jaya Jaya Arati Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara Samba Sada Shiva Uma Maheshwara Jaya Jaya Arati Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sindari Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Mahashakti Jaya Jaya Arati Anjaneya Hanumanta Jaya Jaya Arati Dattatreya Trimutri Avatara Jaya Jaya Arati Adityaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jaya Arati Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jaya Arati Sankarachaya Advaita Gravi Jaya Jaya Arati Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jaya Arati Vishnu Devananda Jaya Jaya Arati Agastya Munaye Shyama Priyaye Jaya Jaya Arati Ayapa Samine Dharma Shastave Jaya Jaya Arati Jesus Gurave Moses Gurave Buddha Gurave Jaya Jaya Arati Muhammad Gurave Guru Nanak Gurave Samastya Gurubho Namaha Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala Natatra Suyobati Natanjakaratam Nima Vidyobati Kutoya Magni Twameva Bantamanvanti Sarvam Tasya Basya Samitam Vivanti Om Gange Kayamane Kaiva Govari Saraswati Narmade Siddhi Kaveri Hiya Namastitam Namo Namaha. What language is this? Who knows? I'm sure one of you, at least, knows. What language am I praying in right now? I really appreciate it when you answer questions like that. Twameva Mata, Trapita Twameva, Twameva Bandusha Saka Twameva, Twameva Vidya, Travinam Twameva, Twameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Kayena Vacha, Manasandhyarva, Budyat Manava Prakrite Sabavad, Karomi Adyad, Mangalam Parasmahi, Narayana Iti Sarmar Payami, Sarvadharmam Pravichaya Mamikam Savanam Praja, Aham Sva Sarva Papayo Mokshayami Masicha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these I dedicate to you. The language is not Hebrew. I will say another Hebrew prayer momentarily. We will say Kaddish for the dead. But that is Arati, and the word Arati means flame in Sanskrit. I say prayers in the morning in both Hebrew and Sanskrit, because those are the holy languages that I was exposed to when I was growing up. So, now we can conclude our stream with a Kaddish. Kaddish for all those people who died yesterday, all those people who suffer, all those living things who have died and suffered since our lineage began, so long ago. Every organism that has ever existed on this tree has lived and died and suffered. And we can say Kaddish for all of them. For the last 2,500 years, my ancestors have been saying the following words in response to death. Yidgadal Vidgadash Shemei Rabba, Bihamati Vrachiote Viam Lich Malchute, Bachachona Viam Echono Chayede Kolbe Israel, Bagala Visman Kari Vimru, Amen. Yehe Shemei Rabam Eva Archli Alam Almei Almaya, Vit Brach, Vishtabach, Vit Baar, Vit Erman, Vit Nase, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal Shemei de Kudisha, Berichu, Leila Min Kol Birchata Vishirata, Tushbichata Venechimata, Damiran Viama Vimru, Amen. Yehesh Lamar Rabamin Shemaya V'chaim Alenu V'yachol Yisrael Vimru Amen. Ose Shalom V'mermav Huya Ase Shalom Alenu V'yachol Yisrael Vimru Amen. Ose Shalom V'mermav Huya Ase Shalom Alenu V'yachol Yisrael Vimru Vimru Amen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you here tomorrow to say these words once more. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. How is your Sabbath going? So if you will wait a minute, I'm going to go get my breakfast. It's right over there. I'll be off screen for about 30 seconds or so. Then I'll come back with some grains and we can chat about life. See how things are going with all of you. You let me know what you're planning on doing today, okay? I'll be right back. I've got some quinoa. Boiled grain. That's what I eat for breakfast every day, boiled grain. I haven't seen you in months, Danny. How are you? I've been away. I have this job to make a documentary about seed saving, and so I haven't been on TikTok very much. I'm sorry, Salty Bish. How was your day? What did you get up to today? How's your kiddo doing? My day is just beginning, my friend. So far, I have woken up and took a shower and stretched, and then I did prayers, and now I'm having breakfast. What did you go shopping for? I'm doing okay, Endo. Could be better. Sometimes life is boring and frustrating, do you know? Sometimes life is boring and frustrating. Danny, there's a funny thing about the internet. That, the theatrical dynamics of, me being inside a screen, being held by your hand. You see me doing something, and your mirror neurons fire, and you want to do it too. TikTok is a jealousy machine. The entire app is designed to make you want what's inside it. You went shopping for clothes. It's autumn for you, right? The season is changing. It's getting colder. You need warm clothes for the winter. You've never thought about it that way. What, that TikTok is a jealousy producing machine? That is its primary product. I wish it were otherwise. That started with magazines. Yes, we live in a social world full of images of other people, and our social psychology makes us want the things that we see, to the point where we don't know who we are except in relation to those others that we see on pedestals. Birthdays, babies. Gonna be a busy time. When are your kids' birthdays? Jealous of people living lives you dream about. Yes, exactly. That's the thing. You know how many people I see on this app? And I'm like, oh God, I wish I had your life. The purpose of it, I mean, what's the purpose of anything? What I can tell you is that jealousy is the way that TikTok is monetized, right? Like, it gets you wanting, and the act of wanting, right, that strong emotional response keeps you on the app, and then you get advertised too, right? And you want the things that are shown. Well, you could say the purpose is entertainment. "19th of September and 20th of October. And how old are they? TikTok has helped you find spiritual clarity. Really, D-Dat? Really? That's a remarkable thing to hear. Here, let me make you a moderator. Number of admins has been reached. Ugh. All right. There, I removed your old account. I'll add your new account. How about those people that post about their hard lives and it makes us kind of grateful? I guess I've seen a little bit of that content, yeah. It's not nearly as prevalent as the content of, like, look at me, I'm so great. You've connected with people that have helped clarify some beliefs. My lives helped with that. That's incredible to hear, Dudette. It's really incredible to hear. We all impact each other. Energy is shared and exchanged. It's true. It's very true. Yeah. I'm still getting used to this funny medium of interaction, right? Even though I'm here every morning. Or most mornings. It's still wild. I'm still not 100% prepared for it. TikTok for its handy hacks and being able to interact with a diverse range of people. That is one of the cool things about TikTok. It has put me in touch with more different kinds of people than any other social media app. But yes, it's very toxic. Also, hi. Good morning, my friend. So nice to see you. What are you up to today? Happy Sunday. Saturday. It's Saturday. I don't normally stream on Saturday. I think this is the first time I've streamed on Saturday, maybe ever. Because I used to have a different engagement on Saturday mornings that I haven't been doing. That's the thing, isn't it? Addicted to watching. These apps will hijack your brain. Be careful. Stop watching me. I'm dangerous. I'm gonna go to Costco. And then you're gonna go to the beach. It's warm enough to go to the beach. The great big lake. That's great. My earrings. I'm filming an episode about sweet potatoes. And these were the most potato-like earrings that I had. They have an air fryer on sale and you need it. What size, right? Because, like, I find air fryers compelling, but they're always marketed at people with houses that are different than mine, right? Like, if I was going to use an air fryer, I would need to be able to, in a single batch, cook food for a dozen people, right? But they're so tiny. They're like the size of a toaster, right? And so you have to spend all day doing like 20 batches of whatever it is you're doing, and I don't have time for that, so I fry on the stove. My big pan. The commodity is not scaled for me. But I think it's a very interesting tool. Like, I would love to learn how to cook with it. It has a drawer. Why is that key? The jar size is the largest option. Well, when you cook meals, regularly you're cooking for 5, and 3 of them have tiny bellies. You have dart frogs. You send me a picture of your dart frogs? We have scheduled dinner every night at 6. I cook on Fridays, so I cooked last night. I cooked Shabbat dinner. But yeah, breakfast I eat on my own up here. And I don't really eat lunch. I don't know, for some reason I'm a 2 meal a day kind of human. Yeah, I have no idea how to cook for that number. Picky kids with simple palates and 1 other adult. Yeah, I would cook too much food. I would cook like three times too much food. And then I'd be disdainful of my leftovers. Giant object. Yeah, my partner really does not like cooking appliances. Like, I regularly cook dinner with like 3 crock pots and a rice cooker because I like to be able to like set food, do slow cooked food that I can just set up in the morning and then I don't have to worry about until I get into the kitchen an hour or 2 before serving, and then I just prepare it all. But some people don't like appliances. A regular item on the menu? I mean, my cooking is fairly stereotyped. You know, like I definitely have a cooking philosophy. That's what happens when you write a cookbook. Did I tell you that I wrote a cookbook? Probably. I don't need to advertise on here. Like, I usually try to cook a meal with like a base of carbohydrates. Usually I'll try to have 2 different varieties. Like a grain and potatoes. It depends on what's in season, right? Like right now we're going through the last of our fall potato crop. And then I'll do whatever green things we have available. So like right now we have early spring kale. There's a variety that we planted in the fall, and it overwintered in the greenhouse, and now it's doing so well. So we eat kale every day. And we have chicken that we grew on the farm. You know, if there's a lot of dumpster fruit, I'll serve dumpster fruit or dumpster meat if we have dumpster meat. But like every meal that I cook, I make sure that there's a carbohydrate, a vegetable, and a protein source. And like those things are fairly stereotyped because of what we have accessible, but now you're hungry. Yo, Loom, what's up? I'm gonna go pretty soon. I'm just munching on the last bits of this apple core. And then I'm gonna get to filming. I hope you have a great day too. It's really nice to see you, Rachel. It's been quite some time. Okay. Yeah. It's time for me to go. I'm sure you have been. Yeah. Staying busy keeps you sane, right? maybe it can drive you crazy. All right. Have a lovely day, friends. I will be here tomorrow, and we can do this whole thing over again. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing day. Farewell.